I went to IBC 2022 in Amsterdam, the place to be if you want to see what new products, gadgets and tech the brands are bringing to the market. And for me as a filmmaker, this is great news. So I'm going to pay a visit to the brands that I think are interesting for my field of work. I have been a fan of HOLLYLAND since the beginning, and you make the workflow for us filmmakers much easier and more efficient. So what's new? Tell me, please.
So first, thank you for coming and stopping by our booth. But yes, we do have something new. We launched 2 new products. One is called a Mars 4K, and this is another one. It's a wireless monitor. It's called a Mars M1, and it's a 3-in-1 wireless monitor. That means it's a monitor itself, and it's a transmitter, and it's also a receiver. So I think that's the biggest thing. Another thing, there are just small cool features of this. You know, all those waveforms, zoom and stuff, and even we have 5 presets of LUTs, but you can also you can just input yourself. When you switch it to the receiver, it works like our other wireless video transmission systems. So there's a channel scan on the receiver. When you are on the receiver mode, you will see or scan over there, so you can actually scan the environment and see which channel works better, which channel is clean, which one is not, so you know which channel to connect. That system, the Mars M1, this one, actually works with the previous models. Right, but only the Pro models. So it's a 300 Pro, 400S Pro, and also the 4K. So it is compatible with the other models. And it is the same with our Mars 4K as well.
Now you have the 4K option for us to transmit. And it also has not only HDMI, but also SDI. Okay, tell me more about it.
Yeah, so this one, the biggest step that we did with the previous models is that we are no longer doing 1080. So now we're doing 4K. Well, it's not quite there yet, because now this one is only 4K 30 frames per second, but we are also going for 60, but not this one, all right? So one small thing is we go 4K on the HDMI, so the SDI is still 3G. Okay. Yeah, it's the same for the monitor. Actually, for the monitor, you can also input 4K, but for the display, it's only 1080. Yeah, okay. And there's a loop out. There's a HDMI loop out, so you can also loop out 4K. It's only not transmission, so you cannot transmit 4K on the monitor, but you can input loop 4K. Okay. Yeah, and loop out. And this one you can transmit 4K. Well, it comes with a color LCD now, so all the previous models are black and white. So now you get color and the channel scan, as I just mentioned. Yeah. And another biggest thing that I want to mention is the decimals. Decimal points. So previously we could only do 60. We couldn't do 59 points something. Yeah, we couldn't do that. But with these 2 systems, it accepts decimals.
What about the pricing?
The pricing.
Yeah.
So we just released these 2. So the pricing are out. This one, the whole set with the transmitter and receiver is $699. Yeah, and there are options for single transmitter and a single receiver as well, because then you can work with the monitor, right? And for the monitor, if you buy a single monitor, is I think it's $549 if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, but if you get a set, if you get 2 monitors, they are exactly the same. So it's not necessary for you to get 2 monitors, because it's really good for you to just mount the monitor on the camera, like what you guys have. Well, so just mount it on the camera as a on-camera monitor,
and
right?
then transmit it.
And transmit. So it's like a whole solution. You don't have to add another transmission system on your camera. So for gimbal, gimbal guys, it would be really good for them. And if you use just one, you can still transmit to your mobile devices. So, that's another thing probably that I missed. You can still transmit to 4 mobile devices if there's no receiver connected.
4 mobile devices?
Yeah, 4 mobile devices. It's the same with the 4K as well. So basically, 1 receiver equals to 2 mobile devices. So basically, when you connect to 1 receiver with the transmitter, sorry if I know this, then you only get 1 receiver and 2 mobile devices. So That's the 3 together. And if you're connected to 2 receivers, basically you lose all 4 mobile devices. So no mobile devices are available.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So for monitoring like 4K, like for a director, it would be perfect, right? And what about my focus pullers? Latency is crucial for my focus puller. So what's the deal about that?
I won't say it's going to be perfect. You really have to get used to it, like because it does come with latency. For the 4K, is approximately 60 milliseconds, so there are a few frames. And for the M1, it's about 80 milliseconds. Yeah, so yeah, you have to get used to it. But if it's really crucial for you guys, then you really need to consider whether it's a right product for you. So I'm not trying to sell this to you, so just letting you know the facts. If you guys want to know more details, certainly follow our social media and actually visit our website, hollyland-tech.com actually. So yeah, send us emails and stuff, and then chat with us if you have more questions. Yeah, thank you so much for having us.